Few days. I sure have. They have been crazy busy, but awesome. I've gotten a ton done, though no art. So what you guys are seeing here is literally pretty much where I stopped last time. So many apologies for the fact that I'm not more prepared for this stream, but that means I have tons of fun stuff I can get done on live with all of you. Yay. Mike is here. Hello, Mike. Welcome to the stream. So, good evening, Gabriel. How are you? I hope that you've had a great last few days. I have had a fantastic time. I have been getting a ton of other stuff done, not art. But arting is happening now, and it's going to be fun. So what I did, and I'll show you guys what I did so that I can get going on this. My day's going great. Thank you, Mike. It's been crazy. Lots of getting ready for school stuff for the kids, and lots of preparing proofs and going to print houses and stuff like that. It's been exciting. So this is a printout because I drew this and decided I drew it too small, and I enlarged it to fit the paper properly. And also I realized her head was too big, so I shrunk her head a tiny bit so that it works with her body a little bit more and is more in comic book spec. Sometimes I end up having to fix that. Hello, Turner fan. How are you? Okay, so I have barely any of my drawing paper left, so I'm getting more made. Oh, okay. That sounds great, Mike. Hey, Devin. Hello, Philip. Kylie, hello. Kylie, I owe you so many messages. I'm so sorry, but congratulations. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, so we are going to be doing lightboxing again. Many apologies to everybody. But here is what the piece looks like. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus primarily on Black Cat as the character herself. And I'll work a lot on drawing her body, making sure that she is completely ready. I may be changing my mind about her hand leaning like that. I may actually put it out to the side. I'm going to add some bags of loot and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm going to be working on her. Jason made it. Hello, Jason. I'm so happy you made it on a stream. This is so good. Keeman, I am doing great. I hope you're doing well. All right, so I have my tape that I've stuck to my clothes to get some lint on it, and then I used it last time, and I'm just going to use it again here. So let's make sure the paper's aligned. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well, Keeman. So, since you guys are on here, and I assume that most of you are subscribed to my email list, anyone that's going to be at Cincinnati Con, make sure to check your email at 7:30 my time. Rogerio, hello! Oh, and Lino, I am... that stack is my print books, so you can just leave that. But there's a few on the top, and those go in too. I'm drinking a mocha again. Okay, so more taping. So today or last night, I brushed Sherlock's teeth for the first time on my own. And that was a real first. I'm gonna have to get used to it and do that every day. So that was exciting. And you know I'm gonna need to get used to that, and brushing his teeth all the time is gonna be exciting. But it's something I need to do for his health, so that's very exciting. He did really, really well. I think I was more nervous about it than he minded, so that is awesome. Yeah, you have to kind of hold their mouth, like hold their cheeks to the side like this, and I need to mostly get his back molars with a little tiny toothbrush. So think a baby toothbrush but smaller, and I like hold his cheeks kind of from behind because I'm behind him, so I hold his cheeks and brush his teeth. But he loves the toothpaste. He loves the toothpaste. So that is awesome. It's like chicken flavored. But yeah, it's exciting. Yes, I have a very mellow kitty. I didn't realize that. I didn't think that he was very calm as a cat. But whenever I take him to the vet, they're always just like, oh my God, he's such a good cat. He's so calm. He's so docile and sweet. And I'm like, really? My cat? But I guess so. Yes, I'm going to be in Cincinnati. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Mike, I've been meaning to message you about that. I didn't mail it. I just marked it as fulfilled on my website, and I'm bringing it to you. And I marked it as fulfilled once it was in my comic books box to bring. So yours is very safely in a box. Oh, sorry, Mike. Yeah, well, Sherlock is very good, and he lets me, like, you know, give him little nail trimmings and all of that stuff, but it has to be in small doses. Oh my goodness, William's here. Hello. Yes, I will be very careful about that, Philip. That's a good point, because Sherlock has been known to eat through his treat bags. Hey, Louie. All right. So, like I said, I am going to be focusing on her and making sure that she is completely done and ready for the final stages, which is going to be inking and then coloring. So I need to have this one done, I'm hoping by Sunday. So I'll do a bit of work on it off stream, like tomorrow and Sunday morning, whenever I have time. Because this Saturday, I've been kind of declaring it a no work day. I'm just gonna like party at the mall. Oh my God, I'm with you, Kylie. When Vienna has her sleepovers for her birthdays, it's just like, oh my God, you girls. Hey, Louie, you just woke up? Oh, wow. Sorry, William. That's amazing, though. You get your commissions done a lot faster than I do. Well done. So I took my two older kids to the eye doctor today. Mine do not, no. You do so well, William. It's really impressive. You're gonna work this Saturday? Oh, you're amazing. So at least one of us will have fun. Aw, Mike. the like mental picture of that, Kylie, is hilarious. Which details? Oh, that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to being in Cincinnati. S2 Butts, hello. I'm doing great. Thank you. Yes, I am complete. Both gloves are here. And they have acrylic paint on them, which I tried washing and it doesn't wash off. So I went to the eye doctor today and he said I should be wearing my glasses more. So here you go, you guys. You get to see my glasses. Technically, I am supposed to wear glasses all the time, but I do not, ever. And wow, it really like wigs out my eyes to actually be wearing glasses. Ha! But anyway, I'm not used to them. Saturday is your grandmother's. I can't even see with these on. Jesus, I'm not used to everything being so clear. That is amazing. Please wish your grandmother a happy birthday from me, Devin. Librarian Dawn. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I need to get used to wearing my glasses. They've been sitting in my drawer for like a year and a half. And he checked my eyes and he said that my prescription is the same, but I just need to freaking wear them. I know, right? I never wear them. I don't know if it gives me some kind of weird glare when you guys are trying to see my face, but yeah, I'll get used to them. I can look all studious and smart today. Superhero, it's my disguise. I'm sure you guys can't even tell it's me with my glasses on. Lol. Okay. So, Kylie, like I was telling you, I did move her, I haven't drawn it in yet, but I did darken her hairline so we can actually see that her forehead is not going on forever. And I know Hans had a really awesome idea about having her holding some jewelry. And the only reason why I'm not using it is because I've done that a lot in a lot of my commissions. I've always got their hands doing something, because what are you supposed to have them doing, right? So I've had a lot of like hand holding something in my commissions, not with Black Cat, but in other ones. And so that's why I've just got her hand kind of leaning on her head. But I will put jewelry on her hands and just draping all around. Oh no, sorry, Keeman. It hides my secret identity. That's right, Sir Batdan. Her forehead isn't a 5-head, no. Mine is, however. Thank you, Lino. It's true, Dawn has disappeared. All right, and you know what? I also moved her head over a little bit. I just basically cut the whole thing and just rotated it because I drew her shoulder like on one side so many times, and then I realized it's not her shoulder that's wrong, it's her freaking neck that's wrong. So I just moved it over. Yes, I did, and that was such a great idea, William. I posted it a while ago. Oh, that is awesome, Devin. Hi, Steve. Oh, Jason, no worries. I've been meaning to write you back, and I'm gonna dig out from under the pile of email that I'm stuck under right now. But yes, the Hell Witch cover has one person in front of you in line. And he did say that he wanted to get it. And yeah, that's Arctic Wonder is in front of you in line. If he changes his mind or anything like that, then it's yours. Otherwise, yes, it is claimed by Arctic, and I'm done with it. Whoop, whoop. Oh, yay, they announced Mike. Yay, yay, that's awesome. Hello, Timmers. Oh, you haven't seen it? You know, Facebook hides so much stuff, too. No, it's not fan mail. That's so sweet of you, Sir Batdan. But mostly what it is just, you know, questions relating to commissions a lot of times. Just questions regarding prints or general work. It's not necessarily fan mail. But for anyone that's going to Cincinnati Con and who is on my email list. An email is going out at 7:30 my time about Cincinnati commissions. So by all means, get on the list if you are interested in sketch commissions. Half of them are probably yours. Oh, okay, William. I didn't see that, but yes. All right, and if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do. I will send you the link. Here we go. Let's get subscribe on there. Yay. So, oh wow, everybody did it. So many things came in one big thing. Oh, okay, so subscribe already made it. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, I'm sorry, I've been yammering too much. Let's get some more art done. So I'm just doing my really, really light lines, and I was really trying to have more of this done so that I could go straight into inking today. But if you're on my email list, you'll know what I've been up to the last few days, and it's just been so, it's been crazy. Amazing, but crazy busy. And art has had to kind of go on the back burner. The lag between chat and videos, it sure is. Oh, I'm sorry, Kylie. And Steve, your wait for like over 2 years for your bombshell is almost over. Oh my God, it is gonna feel so good to hand that to you and be like, dude, here you go. I cannot wait. Oh wow, Louie, that's awesome. No music is playing again. Damn it. Face cam, microphone, art cam, computer sound. Yeah, that's so weird. All right, well then I'll just turn off the music because I can't figure out how to fix it. Yes, lots of art time. It's gonna be so fun. Never mind that life thing. That's right. Oh, Devin, that's awesome. I guess every so often you have to tell us what song you're singing, Devin, so, you know, everything is as it should be. That is true, Sir Bat Dan. No, the volume is set fine. Like, there's literally nothing happening. So I need to talk to my IT specialist, which is Dan, not me. All right, so I'm gonna draw her face, like the side of her face underneath this, so that I know where and how her mask should be curving, because it's a little bit too easy. It's a little bit too easy to mess it up without seeing the shape of the face underneath. Oh my God, he changed it. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, you never know when Dan's gonna change it. It's so great. I freaking love that. You want a MooBot command? Make requests to Dan. All right, I had to turn off the lights for my lights in here for a second so that I can see through the light box, because it can become a real problem if I can't see what I need to see. Oh well, we tried. Devin, I am bringing you a Wonder Booty for Toronto. I'm getting one printed just for you. Waffle Man Dan. Justin isn't gonna be there. I'll have to see if Justin is gonna come to Emerald City Comic Con. And if he is, then I'll bring him one there too, because I don't bring those with me. A raffle. We wish. And it's my pleasure, Devin. Oh, I saw your post about Sherlock, the Sherlock print. What was the response to that? Because I haven't seen it since then. I need to make sure her eyes are in the right spot here, because her head is turning downward a little bit. That is awesome. I know someone, what's his name on here? Bat Joke. He requested a drawing of Sherlock wearing Catwoman's tiara from the Batman 50 wedding. Hello, Vanra. Bring on the Island Coffin characters, yes. No, I'm not inking. I'm doing the final pencils with a 0.3 millimeter HB mechanical pencil. It's my favorite. Like, truly, I love this pencil so much. Because what I did is when I sketched this one out, I realized I could make better use of the space and make her a little bigger on the paper and kind of center her a little bit better. So I fixed that up from my sketch by enlarging it, and I'm transferring it to board. You're trying, oh, you know what? It happens to me too. A lot of times what I do is I only erase where my pencils were outside of the lines and stuff like that, and actually try not to touch the inks. It happens, I think, to everybody I've talked to about it. David, hello. Okay, see you later, Keeman. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. Okay, so what that means is I'm using the light table to trace the lines onto a new piece of paper. So from what I've heard, it's just called transferring to board. And the board is just the new piece of paper. Yeah, well, you know, I've actually done, I think I did, yeah, 3 comic books with all the interior pages, and a lot of the covers were pencil and Copic, and that's it. But what I do is I'll take my kneaded eraser, so I'm just going to like go off topic for a second here. Take the kneaded eraser and roll it over your work, and it'll lighten your pencils without actually fully erasing any lines. Do your Copic work and then do another like line of pencil on top, and you can just use pencil and Copic marker, and that's it. If that's something you'd like to try, because it does work quite well. Okay, drawing in the boobies. I'm going to go kind of light on any line art that I do on her chest. I may not even do any inked lines for like cleavage or anything like that. I might handle all of that in the Copic stage. Yeah, lifts off the excess. I love doing that. And here, this is the kneaded eraser I recommend. It's the Faber-Castell art eraser. And I've tried all the kneaded erasers that can be bought. And this one is a little bit more smushy than your average kneaded eraser, but it leaves no residual dust or crap on your paper. And so in my opinion, these are the best ones I've found so far. So yeah, and here in Canada, they cost $1.95. So in US dollars, they're gonna be, I don't know, $1.20 maybe, less. And they come in a little case. So you can tell which ones they are if they're in a small plastic case like this. And then it keeps it from picking up random crap in your pencil case, which is the worst. Gabriel, the reason why I did it for Divinica was just to speed up the process, and I wanted to keep Divinica looking sketchy. So I'll show you the final product of some of those, because somewhere in here I have some pearl prints that I can show you. So these are from my limited edition pearl print series. You can get them off of my website. So this was all, I wanted it to look sketchy, kind of unfinished, a little bit more like a tome than a final comic book page. if that makes sense. So this actually was drawn about that big. It was probably about 1.5 inches by 2 inches in size. I just scanned it at 600 DPI so I could draw it, so that I could enlarge it if I needed to. But see, you can see some of my pencil lines there. More pencil lines because I wanted to keep it sketchy. This one as well is pencil and Copic marker only, no ink. Thank you. Yes, I do pick up a lot of supplies when I come to the US. So this one isn't out yet on my website. You're getting a little sneak preview of one that is to come. But I do have this one on my website. Oh, that is so cool, River Dragon. My pleasure, Gabriel. Okay, back to more finishing of the sketch. So this arm over here is kind of on probation. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it like that or if I'm gonna change it. Hey, Lino. I don't know if you guys can see the light lines of her back arm. I drew through her body to make sure that the arm was correct. Oh yeah, you like it like this? Oh, well, that's good to hear, Adam. Thank you. Then maybe I will. So her calves are going to be getting bigger because they're coming towards us, right? So it looks like this leg is like almost as big as her waist kind of thing, but that is because of the perspective and it's coming at us. So it can really throw your eye a little bit when you're working on something like this. It's just like, oh my God, her calf is the same size as her upper thigh. And like, you know, it can kind of wonk out your brain for a minute until you realize that it's coming towards you, and then it kind of gives depth to the picture because she's further away than her feet are. They're coming towards us. Oh, sorry, Kylie. Okay, I won't change it. It's not that it was necessary. I tend to overthink stuff, so if you guys really like it, I will leave it. Okay, so I'm just going to draw this through for a second. You guys are going to see her back thigh. I think because of the way that her body is turning, her butt would not go down that low right there. It would actually stop right about here because she's sitting and leaning, so here is where it would stop. So I'm just drawing kind of where her thigh would be connecting to her pelvis bone right here to get the proper positioning of her hip. And because of the way that she's stretching on this side, we would see a little bit more of a protruding rib here. And then she's tensing kind of on this side. you would see a little bit of her side muscle right there. She has a fat ass. Hello. Oh, you know what? Last week on Friday there was some hiccups as well. So my guess is just, yeah, more people on Twitch. All right, so then since everybody seems to like the arm back here, I'm gonna just go ahead and draw that in. And generally the inner part of someone's elbow, right? So this part kind of lines up with belly button. So I'm figuring that this is kind of where her belly button is, so I just need to make sure that her arm lines up. So we would see that part, and then her arm kind of turns like that, bends at the wrist, and then here are her thumb and everything. And I drew her thumb too small right there, so I'm just going to fix that, make it a little longer. Plus, Black Cat, her hands always end up looking bigger than they should because she has you know, her long nails on her gloves and stuff. That's hilarious, Jason. More to load. LOL. I don't want her hand to look perfectly, her fingers all together like that. They wouldn't. They'd be splayed a little bit. So that's what I'm going to work on. Felucia, hello. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that is so amazing, Louie. All right, so now that's done, and time to work on her hair. So her hairline should be about right there. Oh, interesting. That sounds awesome, Velucia. That is crazy. I can't even imagine 10,000 people watching at one time. That's crazy. Yes, it would be crazy if they didn't, David. Oh, that is so nice of you, Gabriel. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Philip. Good morning, Annika. I hope that you had a good night's sleep. Okay, now I'm going to turn on my lights again. Need to brighten this one. Aw, thank you, Adam. Aw, she's grinning around her breakfast. That is awesome. Okay, I will, Jason. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Volusia. Sherlock is doing great. I don't know if you were on the last stream, but Sherlock went for his yearly vet checkup, and they said he's on the verge of being a little portly. So I'm having some issues with that because I think he does not seem portly. But anyway, and I need to brush his teeth every day. So those are the new things in Sherlock's life. He's just fluffy, I know, right? Body positivity for Sherlock. I think he's very comfortable with himself, though. No, he's not walking strange.
I'm gonna just leave this, I guess, for me.
Yes, that's perfect.
I need more space, so
okay.
I'll finish it after. No cats in here.
Nope.
Whatsoever.
Alright, so I need to move her arm just ever so slightly. So that's why I just turned off my the light table because I don't want to get confused by my old lines. Yes, Dan is organizing a bunch of prints by that I'm sending to the warehouse. So it's like stock that I've had here, and we're shipping it out, and it's just been a big print organization week. Oh, yes, I can show you. I think that there's commissions right here. Yes. Dan's already gone. He went to go cook dinner. I'm so very, very fortunate to have Dan's help. He really fills in for me a lot so that I can do Twitch streams. And for anyone who wasn't on the stream earlier, I have an email written and ready to go at 7:30 when I'm done with the Twitch stream tonight. It's going to get, I'm going to be sending out that email, and it's going to be ready for anyone who's going to be in Cincinnati for the comic convention. You want to be on my email list because that's where the sketches can be signed up for. Oh, sorry, Mike. I think if you scroll up a little bit, Philip, there's the subscribe button is right up there. Thank you so much for doing the MooBot, you guys. You're amazing. Dan the Stick Man, that's right. Somehow in the transfer to this paper, her eyes started looking a little bit too open and round and sweet as opposed to looking kind of sneaky and naughty. So I need to make them a little bit more almond at the top and straighten out the roundness of it so that her eyes don't look, you know, round and childlike as sweet. And then you have to kind of make them a little bit more not completely open, or at least not completely round, because when you're looking, your face is down and you're looking up, your eyes, the lids get more straight. Oh my God, and speaking of lids, I was talking to the eye doctor today, and I never knew this, but apparently I'm a real quick blinker, and they were doing that thing where they like take a picture of your retina, so like they flash that super bright light in your eye, and I blinked, I guess, really fast because the pictures were always like half open, half closed, and it turns out your eye doesn't close all in one smooth motion. He said it kind of does a little floop flop kind of thing, like a wave is how your eyes blink closed, because that's how it looked on the picture of my retina, is there was this lid kind of like really strange in there. Yeah, Mike, I just feel sorry for you. Oh, the air puff thing is terrible. I'm with you. All right, let's zoom in a little tiny bit more so you can see the lines that I'm doing. It's a little far. Right, Kylie? Who needs fresh air? I don't have a good optometry joke, but maybe someone else on the stream does. Oh, that's awesome, Kylie. That's a smart idea. See you later, Jason. Yes, paper divas, big time. And I've got an amazing new person helping me with printing here in Calgary. A bunch of you guys know him, Sheldon Buchert. I need to check what how to pronounce his last name. But anyway, he's helping me with getting printing done, and boy, he does so good. He's trying to get me the Cougar Super Smooth paper locally, and that's always exciting because there's Cougar Smooth and there's Cougar Super Smooth, and I can tell the difference between Cougar Smooth and Cougar Super Smooth. It has to be super smooth. It cannot just be smooth, right? And so he ordered Super Smooth, and the company sent him smooth, not super smooth. And he's like, okay, Dawn, do you want to wait for Super Smooth, or you could take these ones? And I'm like, I'm gonna wait for the Super Smooth. Specific printing, yes, for my Toronto, like for Canadian stuff. Right? Yes, a little tiny bit it has. How about for you guys? So can you. Now I realize that her mouth isn't perfectly even, and honestly, I kind of like it. Yeah, technically also her head is turned away from us on this side, but I really do think sometimes it actually looks more realistic and fun if it isn't completely perfectly symmetrical. Like I've talked about before, nobody's face, well, the very rare human's face is perfectly symmetrical. Anyone wants to critique? Still red tide. Sorry, Louie. All right, and as usual, as little lines on the nose as I can get away with to make it clear that it's a nose. Okay. It's a joke in the vein of Rodney Dangerfield. I don't know who that is, and I'm so slow to catching jokes. Yes, I started. So with my son, I tried to get him to sit down and look through Pinterest of Christmas decorations. And he wasn't really loving that idea. He's just like, Mom, oh my God. And then, so finally he did. He sat down with me and, you know, paid my Pinterest some attention. Bear in mind, he's 8 and he's a boy. So he was not, it was very much like, you know, about 3 minutes was all he could handle. And then he's like, Mom, I just need you to realize that I'm more old-fashioned than you are about my Christmas decorations. So he's like, let me just draw what I want for Christmas, and how I want the tree to look, and then you can just base it off of my drawing. So I have a drawing of what the tree is supposed to look like. And then I've started buying Christmas decorations as of 2 weeks ago. Oh, he already has a Christmas train set up. He bought, with his own money, he bought the Polar Express, and he has it ready to go around under the tree. The problem is that Sherlock loves to sleep under the tree. So Sherlock gets into the middle of the train and ruins the tracks, and yes, it's a little bit of a problem every Christmas time. I'm sorry, Devin. All right, so I've drawn her skull in so that I know generally where her head is. Now, it's in comic art, you can kind of go nuts and give people really big hair. Black Cat does tend to have pretty big, voluminous, whatever. Anyway, her hair is pretty big, and she's got a lot going on, so I can actually make her hair pretty thick and wild. Your cats like to sleep in the tree. Okay, see, Sherlock doesn't quite do that. Your local Hobby Lobby is half filled with Christmas stuff already? Ah, we don't have Hobby Lobby here in Canada, but we do have Michael's, and everything is Halloween right now, which I totally get, and I'm gonna go Halloween nuts as well. But since they're both right after each other, like, I wish Halloween or some other holiday was like, okay, let's put it this way. Easter is a nice spring holiday. The fact of the matter is I find decorating for Easter difficult / impossible. So then you have Halloween and Christmas so close to each other that, you know, you go from one decorating, then you need to switch it up real quick, and they're both like so many options for decorating with both of those holidays. I wish that, you know, they were spread out a little further around in the year. Oh, I'm sorry, Devin. Yes, we do have a Walmart near us. That's true. Yeah, it's very true, Mike. It really does. Oh, whoops, I was working too far down. I guess I need to pull the camera up a little bit. Thank you, Jeff Comic, for the host. I really appreciate it. Oh, the hair ornaments? Oh, the ones that I was making? I finished them. Thank you, Lino. I'll show you guys on one of the next streams. No, I haven't seen the news, Louie. That's crazy. Oh, wow, you're at lunch break? Where are you, Jeff Comic? If you don't mind my asking. You must be in another part of the world. Ugh, I can't drink with a spoon in thing with my glasses on. It's super annoying. Kylie, what you do... I got something on my glasses. All right. With a line thicker or thinner, it has to do with lighting a lot of times, but then also it can do with to show the kind of God, it's so hard to explain, but like where I use darker lines or thicker is where I want something to be accentuated. So like right here, this part of her hip, I would do thicker. Now, I don't really know if that's the right way to do it or something. I'm sure you can find more information online because I've never really studied that, and it's a really good question. I've just kind of instinctively done it the way that I do it. So I wouldn't necessarily follow my advice on it, but for me what I do is it's a part where it's in shadow or it's a darker area. You would make that area of the line weight thicker right here, kind of where the weight, the heaviest part of her bust is. That would be the thickest part of the line, and as the weight of her bust is getting lighter and lighter up here, that's where I would make the line thinnest. And then here it would be thicker where it's connecting and thinner as it goes away from where it's connecting to. Again, here it would be the same, thicker, and then here where the skin is taut and it's at a thinner point of the arm, I make that part much thinner, and then it gets thicker in the center and thinner towards the wrist again. Does that make sense? Okay, you understand. That's kind of the basic rule of thumb, but you know, you can see the rule being broken everywhere because, you know, once you learn the rules and you know the rules well enough, then break the rules, you know? Again, though, I wouldn't really, I do not consider myself an authority on inking. So I just kind of do what I think looks good. I would say that the two main things is you follow light and weight. Oh, you work at night. Okay. So Kylie, right here, if you're still here, Kylie, this is the thickest part of her calf, so I'm accentuating it here. And then I'm making it go thinner here because it's kind of, the line is merging up into her, her thigh. And I've got the lines kind of going this way to show that these are the little creases in the material because her knee is bent. And then I'm going to put a nice shine somewhere here at the top of her knee to kind of guide everyone's eyes to the fact that this part is foreshortened all here, this part of her thigh, and then we are seeing kind of the full frontal view of her calf area. Knee and calf is kind of what we're seeing everything of, and these are going back into the page. Yeah, observe like really good inkers. For starters, I would recommend Matt Banning. He signs his name as Batt, B-A-T-T. He does a lot of DC inks. He inks over Silvestri, David Finch, a bunch of people, and his line weight is incredible. I believe he uses a crow quill. But I would definitely look at his work a lot. See, I personally didn't study inking that much. I've kind of just been professionally winging it, which I know I need to work on. I did show Matt Banning my inks one time, and he said I needed to be a little bolder with my line weight. So it's even something I'm trying to work on. Oh, Jeff Comic. Okay, he's not asking me. Oh, thank you, Kylie. All right, see you later, Jeff. Thank you so much for the host and for, you know, stopping by where you could. It's awesome. Yes, Devin, I will. And a ton of new stuff. Thank you for the host, Louie. Professionally winging it. It's so true, I really should. Sorry, Mike. Hello, Juan Solo. I don't know if you saw, I sent you tracking this morning. Whoop, whoop. You're awesome, Mike. Yes, Volusia, very soon I will have new prints. I have all the Magu, the Divinica prints. They're getting ready. That's what I'm working on right now, is to get everything ready to put those up. And so I've got the Magu prints, and soon I'll have the Split Time Ancient Dreams cover. So yeah, I've got a bunch of new stuff, but it's in the works. You saw the email, good. Okay, so she has, it's sort of an invisible zipper. I can't really tell. You know, in a lot of the drawings of Black Cat, she doesn't really have a zipper, but she does have this round like zipper pull. So my guess is it's just the zipper isn't always like clearly drawn, but it is implied that her whole suit is a zip up. Except that one of the new versions, Campbell has her with like a corset. But I think that's kind of Campbell's version. So I'm just going to stick with your typical Black Cat outfit. I'm not having a big sale on prints at the moment, but I am going to be, or at least it's not planned yet, though good idea, is I'm just going to be putting up all the Divinica Magu prints soon. You know what? I figured it out one time, Gabriel. Let me see if I have it somewhere that I can show you. You know what? I just cleared off my desktop and deleted it. So I figured it out one time. If you go onto my YouTube channel, Gabriel, you can find it. I show a Copic method that I did. And again, I was professionally winging it. To try to give that glow effect on a Wonder Woman lasso blank piece. It's on my YouTube channel. That's probably the easiest place that you can find it. And I show how to do a glow with Copic markers. It's tricky, but it does work. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Volusia. I so hope you can make it. Yeah, yay! All right, Mike, then you're going to have to, like, contact me or send me a list by Sunday at the latest. Aw, that is so sweet, Kylie. Thank you. Aw. Oh, sweet, Louie. Have fun. So, here's one. I was working on, it was when I was working on coloring the Hell Witch piece, that I was, like, complaining at Dan about something. Like, I don't know, my skin or my hair. I don't know. I was, one of my usual complaints, I was complaining at him about it. And he was like, well, wouldn't it be fun if, like, as you're coloring right now, you just, like, go into Photoshop and change your skin tone, change your hair color, change all these different things, and like click upload, and then the next morning when you wake up, that's how you look. And I'm like, oh my god, that is so awesome. Yes, please. Have nice olive skin, change my hair color, use like the rubber stamp tool to like get rid of any little scars or blemishes, and it would just be so fabulous. I definitely know you're not a creeper, Kylie. Right? It would be so amazing. And just so much fun, too. It's not like, you know, something to, you know, just change everything and you could stay that way forever if you wanted, or you don't have to. And it would just be like, you know, for someday you decide that you're going to have like fluorescent pink hair, and the next day it's going to be purple, and you could just kind of change everything around. It would be so much fun. It would put the plastic surgery people completely out of business. Right? It'd be so fun. Draw the dress and then make the personal adjustments so that you could pull the dress off. You know? You're gonna actually wear it. And it's like, yeah, no, that doesn't really work with your hips. Yeah, exactly, Devin. It's true. Except in real life. What are you going to do with the glitter gel pens? Oh my goodness, they're so much fun. Oh no, I have tons and tons, Louie. You should keep them. I'm sure you'll find a use for them. I have more glitter pens than any like self-respecting human or adult woman should have. I have like so many. Like literally never enough glitter pens, but then at some point there's a limit because they're all going to dry out before you can use them, right? So you should definitely keep them. So I know that coloring this in is going to actually massively get in my way when I go to ink it and color it. But I just want to see what it's actually going to look like before I commit to it in ink, just to make sure everything is right. And this isn't kind of oddly placed on her face, or it doesn't throw off how her eyes look and all that kind of stuff, because I really wouldn't want to do that. Sounds like a plan, Louie. Oh, yes, 100% Kylie. I'm gonna, I'll probably show you guys my, my cheat method of doing latex. So yes, maybe what I'll do is I'll ink it off streaming so that I can have it done by Sunday. fingers crossed, right? I've got like 7 different projects going on right now. My entire room, all over the rest of my desk and everywhere, are stacks of prints because I'm getting organized to restock and clear out my stock here. And it's just like I'm running like 4 different projects or more all in one shot. So I will try to get this inked and ready so that by the Sunday stream I can show you guys my little cheat for coloring latex. And I think I've talked about it before, but you know, sometimes it helps to see exactly how it's done. Because I would like to have this one finished by early next week so that I can start working on the next ones. Because I have 2 more I need to finish. So I need to kind of hurry up a little bit. Though I am, no matter what else happens, I am leaving the house for a little while tomorrow because I'm going slightly stir crazy. Thank you, Lino. Yes, I need to do date night Harley. And you know, I'm a little apprehensive about that one. Not for any other reason than just I'm trying to wrap my mind around exactly how I'm going to do that sequin dress, because I have drawn like Jessica Rabbit before, and doing sequins with Copic marker actually really isn't that hard. However, trying to do it because it's a diamond pattern and one is black and one is gold, and it's like a checker pattern with black and gold diamonds. So trying to keep that from spreading and bleeding into one another and all of that, that's going to be a little tricky. Like I might mask the diamonds. I'm going to have to see, depending on what pose I do, if that would even be possible to kind of mask out certain areas, or I don't know. I need to think about it. You know what, Kylie? I haven't gone back to Black Canary yet. I haven't done any art in a couple days. Oops. But yes, Black Canary and Date Night Harley are the other 2 I need to do, because the second Black Cat is on a blank and that's going to be handed to me at the show. But tomorrow... what was I going to say? Toronto Comic Con is so busy and I barely get any time to draw on the floor. So that's why I'm trying to get some of these done in advance, because these are ones that were booked last year. So I'm actually behind a little bit. And so I do need to kind of make sure that I get these finished and handed over. Yeah, it'll work. The masking will work, Kylie, if I have, if I can get the diamonds properly placed. Like if they're flat and I can do straight masking, then it works. But if they're not straight masks and like she's turning or twisting with her body and the diamonds are all in these really weird little shapes, it's going to just be so tedious to mask it. Well, I do have Arctic Wonder there with me, and he's going to be helping me, and I love you, Mike. I am so grateful for your help at the show. It's going to be wonderful. And then maybe I'll be able to get my commissions done because Mike is there. I don't know if it's National Black Cat Day. That would be cool. You guys are awesome. Mike's prepared. Okay, so here she has, think of it as like, you know, the tassel-y stuff that hangs off of like a cowboy jacket. But she has the fur hanging down. So it kind of hangs from this side of her arm, right? So this outside area. So seeing as her hand is like this, it would be here. Fur, yes. So the fur is coming down right about here. And so, but it's kind of long, flowy fur. Little bit like the tassels. So, it is going to cover part of the bend in her arm, but I'm hoping that there will be enough implied information that it doesn't look odd in the pose that I've given her. And I'm going to just put in some little jewels and stuff hanging from her hand and down her arm because she's just going to be covered in jewels and random stuff. I have my convention habit. I have coffee in the morning, and then later on in the afternoon, I have a white Monster, you know, the energy drink. And those two things are perfect, the amount of caffeine for me throughout the day. So like in the morning, I'm a little more well rested, so a coffee is just fine. And then in the afternoon, the Monster helps me not want to take a nap. Wow, that is amazing. Markiplier tickets, sweet. You know, digital coloring commissions I've never really thought about doing. Digital coloring takes me a long time right now. So little caffeine, that's right. Especially also I've noticed that the, yes, and snacks. I've noticed that in conventions I get more tired because I think that there's not as much fresh air, right? You're in a building with all the doors closed and just stale air and hundreds of thousands of people. So it's, you know, you can get a little, like, it's stuffy in there and it almost makes you more sleepy a little bit. You know, they do the best they can as far as ventilation. I'm not saying that there's poor ventilation, but still, you know, the amount of people in a building, I think that the air is not the same as being outside, for instance. No, that is so sweet. Oh, you know, guys, you really don't have to bring me any food. You are all wonderful. Honestly, if someone really wants to bring me a gift at a convention, a white Monster. It'll help me not fall asleep. But those things are heavy too, you know? One white monster is pretty heavy. Though I will never say no to the gummy bears. They're called the real fruit ones. The anything. They love me my snacks. But honestly, no one needs to bring me anything. I am well prepared. Mike's on snack duty. 30 white monsters. No, one a day. Oh, that is so awesome. Yeah, Jason's awesome. And you know, it's a real thing. Leaving your table is so difficult sometimes that, you know, someone running and grabbing you a coffee or something like that is like an absolute godsend. 'Cause you just can't leave. Yeah, it's pretty smart. Especially because Jason is such a good artist and he's quick. I think he can do a head stitch really, really well. Definitely faster than me. Aw, thank you. Your energy drink illiterate. No need, Devin. I'm not asking anyone for anything. Okay, some pretty hair curls. She also has a pretty thick choker. And her chin is down. So that's why we see part of the choker on this side and not on the other. Because it's going around her neck and her chin is facing towards and slightly covering that side. I know, right? I wish. I was watching Ninja on stream the other day, and I think his is brought by, what's it called? Red Bull, because he has like a Red Bull fridge behind him, and a whole thing like that. White Monster and Copic. Yeah, if only I was sponsored by both of them, I would be so happy. True. I could see that, Devin. If you really don't ever pay any attention to energy drinks, then yes, for sure. I'm honestly, like, true confessions here, I'm such a, like, sucker for packaging. And the way that the White Monster is designed, like the actual can, is so awesome. And it even has like a texture to it and a like a frosted look to the silver or the gray that's on there. So it just like, it's not just the taste of that one, it's the actual packaging and the design of the bottle itself, or the can, that I also love. So it's half taste, half packaging. Never. Yeah, it sure does. It just works. Okay, so I want to have a string of pearls maybe just going across both legs. And I'm doing it mostly to help with the implied perspective that's going on her leg, or to actually help imply that is more what's happening. Because there's quite a bit of, like, there's the foreshortening, but then her outfit is black, and it's going to be really hard to actually to show the perspective, you know, like putting a garter on her would perfectly give that little ring to show the actual way that her thigh is going, if that makes sense, right? So like when I'm drawing and doing the initial sketch, I'll do all these little rings along to just make sure that this is working correctly. But here, because it's all completely black, there's nothing to show that depth. So I am going to use a pearl necklace to help me out there. Maybe I could wrap it through her fingers on this side. And I've got her on a pile of stuff. And a bunch of bags full of jewels. And I'm still going to do the cats, but I want a little bit more support around her first. So I'll throw in a couple of the cats here and there. But I think that it was looking a little too awkward with her completely leaning on the cat. Yeah, there sure is, Devin. I think I heard that in Cincinnati I'm going to be doing a sketch duel, and I have never done one of those before. And to be honest, I've kind of skirted them. never completely, you know. I've never been straight up asked to do one, but I certainly have never volunteered to do a sketch duel. I find them a little scary. So I don't know. Yeah, I've never taken part in a sketch duel before. I gotta admit, you know, I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure it's gonna be tons of fun, and I'm gonna realize there's no need to be nervous. But I'm definitely not into competitive art. But it's gonna be interesting, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a ton of fun. But yes, I think that might be happening in Cincinnati. So if anyone is going to be there, definitely come by and find out when my sketch duel is. So at least I can have some friendly faces in the crowd. You've hosted one? Oh, that's cool. You're driving to Cincinnati. Yes, I have a hunch you'll know when it is too, Steve. Oh, interesting. And then how much time do they usually have, Bedlam? Usually it's like an hour-long session, more like 45 minutes, because the host will ask questions and you'll get asked. And usually at the end, the piece is given away. Awesome! Yeah, that sounds like fun. I'm sure it's going to be great. I've just never done one before. Oh, okay, let me take a look here. And the winners were so happy. That's awesome. Oh, sweet. I love that. And so it's not expected that you have like it like completely colored and everything like that. It's more like pencils and inks, or like as far as you can get kind of thing, right? Yeah, something like that. Oh, and they usually end up being funny. That's fun. Hey, Tanis. Oh, thank you, Tanis. After the Twitch party, it should be a breeze. It's true, I did do the Twitch party, and those were 15-minute ones, so you're right. Thank you, Philip. That's so encouraging. I'm trying to decide if I should have all her white hair coming up down in the front. The thing that's tricky about keeping areas completely white when you're working with like a very black latex suit is the black always tends to bleed, you know, and you don't have that freedom that you can play around with the whites on top, really, unless I start putting white ink on top. The problem with any white ink and paint is that it tends to look a little bit yellow after a while. Oh my God, you're gonna ask him? Okay then. That does sound like fun though, Bedlam. Oh no, sorry, David. Take your youngest to get her hair dyed. Bye, David. Oh, and Keeman is back. Well, I'm just talking about white. If you're trying to get white on white paper, it's very hard to get a pure white paint. you know, and trying to get it perfectly opaque for a large section of hair, for instance. Hey, thank you so much, Nosferatu. Okay, I get it now. That's really clever. Everyone has some yellow tones in their skin. Pretty much everyone, universally. And some purple and green and like all of that. It's so interesting when you actually like swatch any type of skin tone. There are so many other colors represented. Okay, well still, it's awesome. But like, look at paintings and you'll really start to see it. Or like, you know, when you like study what the list of colors that are used to get a skin tone, it's so interesting. I was surprised. Like, me and Sabine, one time we went to Sephora together for like a day off when she was visiting here, and there's this thing that they have in Sephora. I think it's called like Skin IQ or something like that, and they make sure you have no makeup on a portion of your skin, and they have like a digital scanner for your skin tone, right? And oh, did the email just go out? Ha! Okay, so then anyone who's on my email list, check your email, because the Cincinnati commission list just went out, which means I'm going to need to get on my email pretty soon to start answering. But anyway, to finish my point, we went and got our faces scanned at Sephora, and they scan a few different places on your face, and it digitally figures out what your skin undertones are. And both Sabine and I are considerably more into the yellow and golden skin tones than either of us expected. Like, both of us were so surprised. We actually got told like our skin tone was really close, because I think Sabine, it was winter time, so she was like she tans easier than I do, I think. So anyway, it was so interesting for us to like actually get our skin tones scanned and then told what your undertones are by like digitally scanning your skin. It was so cool. Yeah, exactly. Everything. And then if you like look at how your skin is, of course I'm extremely pale, but there's like purple and blue in there and like green. It's crazy. Yeah, when they told me like what my digital recommendation was as far as like what my tone was that I should buy as far as foundation, I couldn't have disagreed more. And I've always tried to like go get a different one that eyeing it up felt was better, but you know what? I keep going back to that same foundation color because it is the closest one to my skin. It's really crazy. Hey, how are you? Symbiote. I don't know. All right, let's see if I'm getting emails, because apparently my email just went out. So yeah, if anyone is on my email list that's going to Cincinnati, check your email and let me know if you write back, because the first 10 people to get back to me are the first ones that are the people that I can take for the sketch. So, definitely write me back. That's so true. The lighting, everything just makes such a difference. Once you start getting into coloring, which is not something I've been doing for very long. Well, Nosferatu, if you're in Cincinnati and you want a sketch remark from me, you got to answer my email. Here, I can let you... Well, I guess the email's already gone out. Okay, then never mind. But definitely come to the show, for sure. You're 100% welcome to just come by and chat art. That would be awesome. Because Cincinnati Comic Expo is September. It's the second week. Oh yeah, thank you for getting on my email list. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think... Let me see. No, I'm not getting tons. It's actually not bad. September 14 to 16. Thank you. Okay, well, she just sent the link. There's the link to subscribe. Oh, and thank you so much for following me on Twitch. That's awesome, Nosferatu. Hans made it. Yay! Okay, now the emails are starting to come. Everybody has to read it. That takes a minute. Oh, thank you, Louie. That was an I'm sorry Nightwing remark. So it had some heartfelt apology in the art. It was the like, I should have given you your print like 8 months ago, almost a year ago for Arctic Wonder. Okay, and then she has the fur on the side of her calf again. And I'm not going to completely draw the fur in right now because I'm going to have all the like loot bags and cat statues and jewels and all of that stuff happening all around her. So I would imagine that I'll have her fur, because it's soft, it'll be interacting with the with whatever her leg is laying on, right? But I am so happy. The pencils for her are completely finished and I will start inking it. So this is about as as final as I'll leave it before I start on the inks. So I will, I'm just going to work on the like loot bags and everything like that. Off of stream, I'm going to ink this, and then I am heading out for dinner. And I'm sorry to everyone who just got on the stream, because I'm heading off now. I'm just seeing what everyone is here. Kara, I know, Kara's probably working tonight. So here we go. I just turned off the light because there's just so much glare. So this is where Black Cat is at now. You brave the wait. I'm so sorry, Devin. And I will be inking her like this. I'm happy with the basic line art. I don't need to put any more detail in her actual outfit because all of that is going to be taken care of in the Copic stage. So I'll zoom out a tiny bit more. And I'm going to put, you know, bags full of jewels, kind of like she robbed a bank / museum. And maybe I got the robbed a museum from my son who plays what is it called, Roblox, and they have like a new, you can rob the museum or something like that. Anyway, he's always talking about it, so maybe that's what gave me the idea with putting like museum artifacts in it. But it'll be super fun. I will have it all ready so that hopefully the next stream, I'm crossing my fingers, those guys, because I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna have, but hopefully next stream I can start showing you what I do to ink latex and color latex, sorry, with Copic marker. That would be awesome, Nosferatu. I would love to see you there. Yes, Sunday afternoon from probably around 4:30 to 7:30. I'll try to do a slightly longer one. Yes, should be next stream. Sunday is the next stream. Is the sketch from last stream up for sale? No, yeah, this one is up for sale, Devin. 100%. If you want to claim it, I can bring that to you in Toronto. And, you know, maybe I'll fill in a little bit more for you. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off for now. I have the email that just went out to the list, so I will check that. And I love you all a ton. And I hope you have a fantastic Saturday. And I will see you on Sunday for more streaming and more Black Cat commission work. Woo! I hope you all have a fantastic evening. And thank you all for hanging out with me, you guys. You rock. It's been so much fun. And as always, go Boop Squad, go everyone on this stream. Thank you for following me. You guys are amazing. Mwah, mwah. Thank you.